Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Red Zone at Hicksville High School. We're getting ready for Boys Varsity Basketball action on a Friday night. Oh, you can tell December has rolled around. We got Friday night boys basketball action. Early in the season, it's another non-conference matchup, but we're kind of looking forward to it, and we're going to fill you in on the reasons why as the Continental Pirates have come to town to be entertained by the Hicksville Aces. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. Glad to have you with us. Chris Warner running the camera, and alongside calling the play-by-play tonight, Jim Seiler. And Jim, I think it's the shortest, youngest varsity player we've ever seen. Going to be on the floor for Continental tonight.
You're right. 5'2", number 22. Okay, starting lineups for Continental. Number 10, Gavin Huff, 6 foot, sophomore. Number 20, Mitchell Coleman, a 5'10", junior. Number 22, Rain Army at 5'2", and a freshman. Number 32, Reed Warnament, 6'1", junior. And number 33, Trevor Brecht, a 6 foot senior. And they are coached by Eric Magg.
On the other side of the coin, the Aces starting five are a familiar bunch. Number 1, Travian Tunis, the 6 foot senior. Josh Myers wears number 2, 5'7", and only a sophomore. Also sophomore, but a little taller, number 5, Jackson Bergman, checking in at 6 foot 6 inches. Number 10, it'll be Jake Miller, a 6 foot senior. And number 22, the junior. Seems like only yesterday he was just a freshman. That's Landon Turnbull at 6'2". So some good height on this team and some pretty good experience too, Jim.
Yes, they are a work in progress though too, because they're still young. You got starters out there. You got one senior, and well, 2 seniors really, I guess. And
yeah, with Miller and Tunis. And Hunter Betts will maybe be checking in at time to time, but they've moved to number 4, Camden Straub. He's completely off the JV squad, and he's been moved up to varsity. And Kyler Baird is splitting his time between varsity and JV now too.
So we get started with Tunis controlling the tip. Gives the ball to Turnbull, to Bergman. Tunis in the corner. Meyer back on top of Turnbull. Meyer from the corner. Bingo. Great time. Josh Myers with the bucket.
And Army not being very effective in blocking the shots from the outside.
No, he won't be.
He's just sort of running around.
I'm afraid he's going to be a shooter from outside. Miller tried to reverse layup and didn't go. Coleman with the ball for Continental. Gives the ball over to Army. Lob inside, the 32 Warnament.
Right into a double team, so there's nothing there. He has to just take the ball back out.
Huff drives in the middle. Shot blocked. Turnbull comes out with it. Turnbull pass underneath to Miller. Wow.
Miller gets it back.
Yep. These officials are calling it like Putnam County. Turnbull from downtown, no good. And Huff. Gavin Huff with the rebound. Coleman to Army. Coleman has it back. Over to Huff. Breck tried to set a pick, and we have a blocking foul on Miller.
So Miller will pick up his first personal, team foul number 1 on the floor. So Pirates get the ball out of bounds.
Coleman with it. What a great matchup, Josh Myers and Army. Uh-oh.
There we go.
Downtown. Right there's the reason he's on the floor. 3 ball from the top. Tunis Across to Bergman. Bergman out to Miller.
And that's going to be on Bergman.
Have
Number 5, Jackson Bergman is first.
Through the shoulder a little bit too much there.
Number 12, Mason Slattery.
Slattery will check into the game as Jackson will step out briefly.
and they will discuss what just happened.
Yep.
Coleman with the ball to Warnament. Across to Coleman. Warnament checks for him. And shot is short and out of bounds. It's Hicksville ball. Turnbull with him. Myers back to Turnbull. Turnbull, one skip in the lane.
He's going to get. That's going to be on
Warnament.
Warnament, yeah. His first and team foul number 1. And
I can see one thing, this Continental coach is volatile. He's already exploded 3 times.
Turnbull misses the first one.
He's hunting the range. Got the second. 4-3 aces here early in the first quarter. 5-16. Army with the ball. Turned around, about lost it. Gives it to Coleman. Over to Huff. Huff drives in the lane. Tunis on the check, and Turnbull to rebound. Wow.
Tunis
Tipped out of bounds by Brecht. Myers with Army on him. Turnbull working, gets in the lane. It's Myers in the corner. Shot no good. And rebound, and Miller's going to pick up foul number 2 as Coleman goes down hard.
Foul number 10, Jacob Miller, his second.
team foul number 3.
Number 5, Jackson Bergman.
Bergman will come back into the game.
Miller left. Coleman with the ball. It's to Army. Does a Warnament. Over to Huff.
They're not going to let Army get a good look at the hoop from out on the perimeter if they can help it.
Brecht down there just beating on Tunis. Pass inside to Brecht. Fake. Tried to go on Tunis. Didn't get him to eat anything. There's a travel as you saw one. Shot missed and out of bounds off of Brecht.
So we're past the halfway point of our first quarter with 3:49 to go and a low scoring one so far. Aces up by a point, 4-3.
Turnbull with it across the line. Bergman to Meyer, the corner. Back to Bergman. Coming across. Gives to Tunis into the lane. We're going to have an offensive foul on Tunis. Huff to Brecht. Army outside. Huff again with the ball. Out to Army. To Breck. Back to Army. Coleman holding it. Huff with Meyer. Takes him inside. Gets the lay-in. Gavin Huff.
Makes it 5-4. Aces looking to answer.
And he got it.
Bucket and he's going to go to the line.
10 to foul.
Jackson Bergman with the line shooting 1.
So Huff will pick up his first and team foul number 2. And Jackson a chance to complete the three-point play here with 2:38 to go in our opening quarter.
Meyer setting down. Staub won the game. Free throw by Bergman gives him 3 for the game. 7-5 Aces.
And they bring in Camden Straub, and he's going to match up against Army now.
Ornament shot way long. Turnbull looking down, gives it to Bergman. Come back up on top, Turnbull. Tunis from 3,
Boom.
got it.
Assist Turnbull.
10-5 Aces. Coleman, across to Huff. Continental's content to stand around a little. Huff drives down, gives it off to Army, back to Coleman. Bergman couldn't stop that one, and Coleman gets the 2. Mitchell Coleman.
Straub with the ball now, up on top.
Slattery in the corner to Straub.
And that's going to be a push away from the ball.
Number 10, Huff.
Gavin Huff. That's his second. Into the game for the Aces, number 2, Josh Myers.
It's team
Meyer.
foul number 3.
Meyer back in the game for Slattery. Tunis to Myers. Turnbull up off glass, good. He knows where that shot goes. Coleman from 3, it's no good. Get the ball back. Brecht had it to Ornament to Coleman. Army in the corner. Coleman, no good. Turnbull with the board.
And he's going to be
Gonna
fouled
shoot
going
a
to the
pair.
hoop.
22.
Number 22, Ren Army. That's his first.
Ren Army.
The little guy fouls Turnbull as he's going to the hoop. As a scrappy little guy.
Oh, Turnbull.
Into the game for the Pirates, number 40, Bryce Recker.
Bryce Recker into the ball game, number 40. Ornament comes out for Continental.
Into the game for the Aces, number 12.
Slattery will check back in for Hicksville.
And Turnbull will take a seat. .37. 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Oh, that looked like a Straub hand in the face on Army.
Foul number 4, Cam Straub, his first. Team's 5th.
Coleman with it. The Huff. Army's looking for it. He gets it. Tries to drive to the baseline. We got
cut off.
12 seconds remaining. Coleman gets it down low to Brecht. In the corner, it goes out to Coleman. 3. 5 points for Coleman, and the score after 1 is Aces 13, Pirates 10.
So we'll come to our first quarter break, and that'll be time for us to say a big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships right here in Hicksville, Ohio. Both Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford, along with the Jim Schmidt Truck Lot, lending their support, making it possible for us to bring you basketball action for the Aces here on HIX-TV. Both boys and girls, varsity, junior varsity, freshmen, as well as junior high action. And we get to go on the tournament trail too, thanks to the underwriting support of the Schmidt family of automotive dealerships. I want to say a big, big thank you for their continued support. We hope that you will support them as well. Remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, stop by. Check out the great selection they have on the lots at Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford. Don't forget the Jim Schmidt Truck Lot. And, of course, check out the entire dealer inventory anytime online at jimschmidtauto.com. Well, this could be another one that goes down to the wire, Jim. There's a couple of scrappy squads out there playing basketball tonight.
Yep. Yeah, this is the kind of game that Putnam County likes to play. And the Aces have picked up on it. They like to run, too,
yep.
So Continental's kind of methodical. So Coleman with the ball. Over to Army. Coleman with Tunis on him. Was Army with Tunis on him. Coleman takes a shot. And rebound is Turnbull down the floor to Slattery and missed the lay-in. How many have we missed?
2 or 3 pretty easy ones.
Yep. Army.
There we go.
Tunis. Corner to Slattery, down to Turnbull. Toss to Tunis. Corner Bergman, back to Tunis. Everybody's on the perimeter. Bergman underneath. Slattery into the lane.
They'll draw the foul.
Yeah. Number 10, that's his third.
10, Gavin Huff, that's his third.
And that's team foul number 5 on the Pirates.
Slattery at the line.
Too much on that one. Number 32, Reed Warnemont back in the game, and also checking in, number 30, Andrew Heffel.
From the JV game. Slattery missed them both. That's not a good sign. Got to make those. Double dribble on the little guy. Slattery down to Bergman. Across Turnbull, Tunis, across to Myers. Don't take long for him to handle the ball.
That was a nice no-look pass from Tunis, too.
So Heffel with the ball. Tunis going to get the personal.
Travian Tunis, his second.
Travian second, and team foul number 6. Travian will step out, and
Miller will come in. Jake Miller. Army to inbound it. Tried to bounce it off Bergman and just threw it to his hands. Offensive foul, no doubt.
Through the elbow.
That was not very long on the floor.
Nope, that's 3 now on Miller. So he'll be sitting, I think, probably until quarter number 3.
Oh, yes. Brecker comes out, and Brecht is back in the game for Continental. Brecht and Warnament and Army and Heffel and Coleman on the floor for the Pirates. Coleman in, or not Coleman, was Heffel into the lane and he's fouled. Number 2, Myers.
Josh's first and team foul number 7.
That one's good. Second one is also good. 16-12, Aces lead. Turnbull into the lane, over to Myers, no good. Bergman with a nice rebound. Meyer gets a rebound. Turnbull gets a tray. 7 points for Turnbull. Oh, we got a timeout.
Tony Tier wants to talk about something.
Yep.
So he called that pretty quick. Up by 7 with a full 1 minute timeout here. First one of the night for the Aces. Pirates are in the bonus as Hicksville has committed 8 fouls. Continental has only committed 5 team fouls, so they still have a couple fouls to give before they send the Hicksville to the line.
Up, here's the winner.
Ah, right in front of us.
Yes.
Looks like he bought his tickets by the foot.
Or the 3 feet.
Or something like that.
Yep. Wrong one.
Got the numbers transferred.
It was backwards.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. So we are coming out of the timeout. Aces leading 19-12 with 5:05 remaining in the first half.
Here comes another one. See if she's got the right ticket. It doesn't look like she does either.
Looks like we're having trouble.
A lot of people checking.
They're transposing numbers.
Yeah.
So Continental with the ball. Coleman gives it to Warnament. Back to Coleman. Coleman working on Myers. Gives it to Warnament. Heffel drives down, gives the ball over to Brecht. And
stolen away. And they get it out of there
by Stroud. Pass inside to Bergman, down low to Turnbull. Coleman, Army. Coleman gets it back. Gets a shot inside. Bergman with the rebound. Turnbull with the ball. Going to take it wherever he can get it. And the ball is knocked out of bounds by Coleman.
Coach Mack clapping his hands, like seeing that kind of hustle. 3:49 to go.
Turnbull. 2 inbound it. Myers has it. Look around. Gives it to Turnbull. Turnbull, and he's going to be fouled. Looks like Breck's going to get one.
Foul number 33, Trevor Breck. That's his first, 6.
Aces ball out of bounds.
And next one will put Hicksville into the bonus.
Turnbull loses it out to Heffel. Coleman bringing it up. Army with it. Over to Heffel. Coleman inside to Warnament. Back out to Heffel.
Nope.
Way long. Turnbull with the rebound. Quickly up the floor. Shot short. Need to use the glass. We're going to have timeout called by Continental with 3:02 remaining in the first half.
So this will be another full timeout, and this will be the first one called by Continental. So both the Aces and the Pirates with 4 timeouts remaining for the balance of the game. In the last few minutes here of the first half, Aces up by 7. So I'm going to be honest with you, Jim. I'm not sure if I see the point of having young Mr. Army on the floor at this point, because aside from that initial shot that he took, he's been effectively shut down and really has not been able to contribute an awful lot. So I'm not sure.
No, I think he's got 1 rebound. And
Yeah,
that was
and he's
a
committed a foul.
Yeah.
So like I said, I just nothing against the young man. I mean, he's a dedicated player and he's out there hustling and he's trying his best. But I'm just not sure if he's maybe the best choice to be out on the field on the floor beyond a certain point.
Yeah. When you get down, then he's the person to be there. Because he's going to bring you back quickly.
And maybe he's a good free throw shooter that they count on down the stretch.
Could be.
So.
Wow, we're going to have a foul on Bergman. He cleaned him, man. Don't say a thing.
Foul number 5, Jackson Bergman.
Bergman will pick up his second. And team foul number 9.
Boy, he took him down.
Mitch Coleman at the line for Pirates.
And Coleman missing the first one. It's a 2-shot foul, evidently.
It's a 3-shot foul. Yeah.
Number 11, Tyler Baird.
Baird will come in and spell Bergman for a bit.
Well, that shrinks the old lineup.
Yeah.
And that one's in and out, and Breck's on the back of
And
Baird.
that'll put Baird at the line.
Foul number 32, Reed Warmont. That's his second, 7.
So Kyler Baird will go down to the other end to shoot 1 and 1 with 2:45 to go in the half. Got it.
Into the game for the Pirates, number 40, Bryce Recker.
Recker back in the ball game. He's in for Warnament.
That's them both.
2 times for Kyler. 21-13 Aces. Army gives it up to Coleman. Coleman driving the lane over to Army and the baseline. No shot there with people in the air. is Heffel, and he is going to be fouled by Myers, I believe. Number 2.
Foul number 2, Josh Myers.
His second.
On the line for the Pirates,
Heffel.
Andrew Heffel.
Nope.
Missed them both. Turnbull up in the air and pull that down. Slattery outside to Baird.
Aces have got the lead, and then they can take some time off here and run their offense.
Myers crossover, went by his man, went back out to Baird, to Straub. Gives it back to Baird. In the corner to Myers. Straub with the ball.
Turnbull. Oh,
Yeah,
doesn't-
Turnbull's not getting anything to fall.
The Aces, I think, between Turnbull's missing some of the easy shots, and they could easily have 10 more points
Oh, yeah.
than they have right now.
They've spread the offense a little bit. Got Recker with a shot, Turnbull with a rebound.
And they're going to slow it down here with 1:10 to go before the half and an 8-point lead. They're in the bonus, so they can make the Pirates come out and foul them. They want to get the ball back.
They're just going to stand there and hold it, I guess. Continental coach telling them to stay back. "38 seconds.
So
25 seconds.
So they're going to just let the Aces milk the clock dry here.
Turnbull's getting antsy. 15. 10.
And here we go. Oh,
All that, nothing.
for nothing.
Aces 21, Pirates 13 at the half.
Well, that's halftime. We're going to take a break, but we invite you to stay tuned. Jim and I will be back. We'll have all the exciting second half play-by-play coming your way right here on HIX-TV.
Here we come with the second half. Scoring in the first half, Continental's leading, or Aces are leading 21-13. Continental scoring is Mitchell Coleman. He has a bucket and tray and a free throw for a total of 6. Rain Army has a tray for 3. Gavin Huff has a bucket for 2. And Andrew Heffel has 2 free throws for 2 points for their total of 13. For Hicksville, Travian Tunis has a tray. Josh Myers has 2 trays for 6. Jackson Bergman has a bucket and a free throw for 3. Kyler Baird, 2 free throws for 2. And Landon Turnbull has a bucket and a tray for 5 and 2 free throws for 7. For the Aces total of 21.
And looking at the, excuse me, looking at the foul situation on Continental's side, Gavin Hunt has 3 personals hanging on him. Aside from that, Trevor Brecht has a couple, and nobody else in any real foul trouble, just one each for Mornemont and for Army. For the Aces, Jake Miller has 3 hanging on him, and Tunis, Myers, and Bergman with 2 fouls each heading into this second half. Straub picked up a foul. He's only got the 1. So Miller and Hunt for the ones that are going to have to kind of watch things as we get things started.
Yeah, the Aces are going to have to move their feet more, quit reaching.
And so Coach Tier not happy with Bergman picking up that second foul, but
yeah. Yes, it's the way it is. That was a terrible foul too. That was a 3-shotter.
Yep. Aces with the ball to start quarter number 3, and we're underway, Jim.
Yep. So Turnbull to Myers, and Army is all over Myers. Inside to Tunis. Picks it back up. Is in the corner. Slattery. Miller staying on the bench. Bergman gives to Slattery. To Myers. Drives in close. Go over to Turnbull. And
there we go.
Finally gets it to fall.
So if Landon Turnbull had been able to capitalize on shots like that in the first half, it would be a 33-13 game.
He was lucky he got that one back.
And that one off of Tunis and out of bounds. It'll stay with Continental.
So, yeah, Huff inbounding to Coleman. Knocked
Slapped
away by Tunis. Quickly down the floor. Oh, no. Oh, no. That was not a good offensive foul.
Tunis picks up his third.
That was a theatrical foul.
And they're going to put Miller back in for Tunis. Coach Tier might be having a conversation with the referee about that.
Yeah. Army gives it across to Brecht. Brecht. Jumper is good. His first 2 points. Turnbull with it up on top to Slattery in the corner. Looking around, down low to Turnbull. He's going to try to make the move. To Myers, back out to Bergman. Slattery, Turnbull was looking for the pass. Bergman. Oh, not a good pass.
Out of bounds off the hands of Army, so at least the Aces will hang on to the ball.
Yeah. So Straub coming in limping from the locker room. Turnbull drives, gives it off to Bergman, and he gets the bucket. That was a crash landing. Huff with the ball. Gives it to Army. Over to Coleman. Coleman drives in, puts up the runner. It's no good. Rebound pulled by Turnbull. Down to Bergman. Lays it up.
There we go.
7 points for Bergman. 27-15 Aces. Coleman, the fake, into the corner he goes to Huff, and Huff's shot is offline. Miller to rebound. Turnbull with the ball. Turnbull into the lane.
Oh, and he's going to the line.
What an acrobatic shot. Bucket's good. Foul is on 32, Warnemont.
That'll be 2 now on Warnemont. And team foul number 2 for the half on the Pirates.
Turnbull, what a lay-in. It was a throw up.
might as well take the shot. You got the foul. You know you're shooting free throws.
So he
got
did.
the friendly roll.
He did.
This will be a full 1 minute timeout from Continental, as this second half has not started the way that they wanted it to, with the Aces taking a bit of a run at them and increasing that lead now to 14 points. And this is going to be the last game that the Aces are going to be playing here at the Red Zone for quite a while. They got a few more games in the month of December, but they're on the road. They're not back here in the friendly confines until the Friday after Christmas for the first of the 2 nights of the Route 49 Classic. That'll be on Friday and Saturday, right after Christmas. So after tonight, a long layoff before you'll be able to watch boys basketball action here in the Red Zone. Still a couple more girls games coming up next week. And here we go with Turnbull at the line.
Free throw, no good. Bergman rebound.
Boom.
9 for Bergman. Starting to come into his own, maybe.
Yeah.
Huff with the ball. Tried to go around Miller. Army gives it up to Ornament. Over to Coleman. Coleman out to Huff. Into the lane. No good. Rebound Bergman. Gives it to Turnbull. Turnbull going to the hoop. Gets another one to go, and he's fouled. Foul on 32. Ornament again.
That'll be his third. No, that's his fourth.
Wow, it is.
Okay.
That was a quick 2.
Like I said, I must have missed one.
As a matter of fact, I did too.
Okay.
So Turnbull to shoot a single free throw.
And I'm going to wave it off. Lane violation.
Lane violation on Miller.
Turnbull going over to Miller going, hey, man, you cost me a point.
Yeah.
If I finish my career with $9.99, I'm remembering you.
I don't think that'll happen. Army pass inside, and Miller stepped in front of it.
Myers almost loses it. Gets it back.
Turnbull, Bergman. Bergman spins back out to Myers. 3 is no good. And Slattery reached over the shoulder.
It's Mason's first personal and team foul number 2.
33-15.
Go under
Aces.
4 minutes, past the halfway point of quarter number 3.
Army is it Coleman. Over to Recker. Inside to Heffel. Out to Coleman for 3. It's good.
Three-pointer by Mitch Coleman.
That's his second one.
Yep.
He's got 9 points. Turnbull dancing. Picks it off. A deuce. He's opening things up a little bit here.
That's 15 for Landon now.
Coleman across the Army. Don't let him loose. Runner is no good. Meyer get the rebound. Bergman, intended pass, didn't get there. Turnbull got it.
Oh, nice.
37-18. Yeah, coach, I think I'd get up and call timeout. Recker, pass in the corner, out to Huff. Huff on the run, off the glass and good. Gavin Huff, second bucket. 37-20. 2:24 remaining in the third period. Myers, Army on him. Army's been on the floor the entire ball game.
Yep.
Bergman lost, got hacked. Meyer from the corner, it's good. Coach is just sitting there or enjoying it. 40-20, opening the big game up here. Huff to Army, out to Coleman, to Huff. Huff into the lane. Myers blocked it partially. Army got the board. We're going to have a timeout. He must have heard me.
Minute 33, and the wheels have come off a little bit for the Continental Pirates here in this third quarter as the Aces have finally gotten in sync and they really started putting the offense together. And just some...
They had a ball starting to fall. You know, a couple of them early in the game where there was probably 10 that didn't fall.
Well, they say sometimes teams, too, have a favorite end of the floor.
Yeah.
And so maybe the Aces are back on their end of the floor that they prefer for this second half. Or like I said, maybe they're just good and warmed up now. They got the range. And
you know, the favorite end of the floor usually ends up because when they come out of the locker room for practice, they come to the closest basket.
Yeah, that's the one there. And I think another thing sometimes, Jim, is you get a good comfortable lead and you start to relax a little bit. And when you relax a little bit, you don't take off the edge, but things just fall into place a little bit more because you don't have that little voice in the back of your head saying you need to make this shot or, so it takes a little of the pressure off.
Yeah, pressure's on.
So,
No.
So you can kind of relax and enjoy playing in the game a little bit.
So Gavin Huff will inbound the ball, gives it to Coleman. Mitchell Coleman with the ball. Gives it over to Army. Out to Huff. Over to Heffel. To Coleman. Coleman on Bergman. We're going to have a foul on
Jackson.
Foul number 5, Jackson Bergman. That's his third, team's third.
Foul number 3 on Jackson.
Coleman from way outside.
He dials up long distance.
12 for Coleman. 3 trays. Turnbull to Miller. Gives it to Bergman. Out to Slattery. Cross court, it goes to Meyer. Miller. Turnbull from 3. Bingo.
Oh, my. He's feeling it now, Jim.
Yes, he is. Coleman embarrassed him. Army to Huff. Huff drives in the lane, puts up a runner. It's on glass and good. 6 points for Huff.
Down to 20 seconds.
Yep. We'll hold it for the shot. Double team over to Slattery. 10. Bergman, Turnbull. Oh, not that time.
Slapped. That'll be it. Won't count even if it does go.
43-25. Aces with the lead now. Scored 22 that quarter to 12.
Well, we'll get ready for quarter number 4, and we'll take a moment once again to say a big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford building the new dealership. It's going to be awesome when it's finally done. And they're open for business and ready to serve you in the interim, so don't let that put you off from stopping by and checking out what they have available for you. And remember, winter weather on its way, so great time to take the car into either of the service departments at Jim Schmidt Chevy or Jim Schmidt Ford and get it winterized and ready to go for the cold driving months ahead. And remember, you can find out everything that's happening at both the dealerships. Check out the entire dealer inventory online and lots more online at JimSchmidtAuto.com. We're so proud to have them with us, underwriting our Aces Sports broadcasts again for the 2019-20 school year. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships right here in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at JimSchmidtAuto.com.
So the Aces have opened the ball game up quite a bit, outscoring them 22-12 that quarter.
And I think that in that huddle, Tony Tier said, don't let up. Keep playing the way you're playing.
Yep. Heffel to Huff, the Army. Coleman with it down in the corner. Out to Brecht. Army from the corner.
Boom.
There he goes.
Long two.
I'm telling you, he is probably as dead a shot as you're going to see for a long time.
Unfortunately, he doesn't get to take very many of them, at least not in a game like tonight. But
Miller, loose ball, and he puts it in. That's what you call being a garbage player. You pick up what's left. Another runner put up, and Bergman takes it off, gives it to Turnbull.
Jackson just sort of reaches over and says, thank you, I'll take the ball.
Yeah, give that to me. Turnbull out to Meyer.
He shot just a little off center.
Army. Not a bad ball player, a good ball handler. Just awful short.
Yep. Ooh, okay.
Tunis and number 30, Heffel, after the jump
ball. One of the referees saying you might want to dial back a little on the enthusiasm.
Yes, actually, there, Army's out of the game for the first time. That could have easily been a foul on or on Tunis. The big secret is you go straight up for the rebound, you're going to get anything given to you. Bergman. No. Got to use the glass. Coleman, Turnbull on him. No on the runner. Bergman on the fall.
Oh, it's going to be kicked.
And Brecht catches up with it. Coleman to Huff, back to Coleman. Warnament trying to set a pick. Inside it goes to Warnament, and we're going to have a foul. This is on Turnbull.
Turnbull. That'll be Landon's first.
Foul number 22, Landon Turnbull. That's his first, team's fourth.
That'll be team foul number 4.
Slattery comes back in for Bergman.
I don't know about you, Jim, but I kind of had the feeling that when Jackson almost made that last breakaway, he was thinking about taking it to the house.
Yeah, sure. Warnament for 2 points, his first of the night. Turnbull, the Slattery. Over to Tunis.
And he'll draw the
another
foul.
One.
Another offensive foul.
Yep.
That's Travian's fourth and team foul number 5 and a timeout on the floor.
That's his third offensive foul, too.
Yeah. So either Travian's leading in the wrong way as he approaches the basket, or Reed Warnemont's got a good way of positioning himself to take the charge.
Tunis just more or less charges at him, you know, when he should be, you know, maybe a sidestep or something. Make him move.
Those little spin moves, yeah.
Make him move. 45-29, 5:22 remaining.
Still a 16-point lead for the Aces, but Continental has closed the gap a little bit. They were down by 20. Some of the Continental players are starting to get those bright red spots on their cheeks.
Yeah. Coleman gives it into Brecht. Over to Warnament. Warnament turns, partially blocked. Rebound, or loose ball picked up by Brecht, and he makes the deuce. Myers to Turnbull. Turnbull across the line. Over to Miller. Tunis. And we have a reach foul on Heffel.
Foul number 30.
His first.
That's his first. Team's third.
Team foul number 3, and young Mr. Army's going to check back in.
Into the game for the Pirates, number 22, Red Army.
Oh, bang it.
Oh. Number 10, White.
Gavin Huff.
Nope, I'm going to say.
Foul number 10, Jacob Miller.
Okay, so Miller will pick up his 4th foul. Team foul number 6 for the Aces. On the floor.
4:33 remaining. Heffel to Coleman from 3. No good.
Timeout.
Timeout called by Continental.
Coach Eric Mag, as his team is now close it to within 14 points. And take a quick 30-second timeout, but the Pirates only have 1 timeout remaining.
Yes.
So after this, they can only stop the clock 1 more time.
Yeah, if you get close, you want them timeouts.
Yep.
Because you can call timeout and stop, play, and so you set up your offense or set up your defense.
So we'll see how
45-31, yep.
see how it figures in as we head into the stretch run. We're not quite halfway through the 4th quarter. It will be Continental's ball down in the corner.
Coleman gives up to Brecht. Coleman again, runner, no good. And Army tried to grab it, but was out of bounds when he touched it. A little bit of a press coming now.
Aces make short work of the press with that passing. Moving down the floor.
Turnbull lay-in. 22 for number 22.
Said he keeps this up, I'm going to run out of space on my score sheet.
Yes, that's too bad. You'll trade it. Huff drives to the corner, 17-footer off the glass, no good. Coleman rebound. Army from 3. His shot was blocked by Miller. Miller comes to the hoop. Gets a tip.
Nope.
No good.
Nope.
Turnbull, the second tip.
That's the sort of thing that makes coaches see red when the other team gets 4 or 5 rebounds in a row like that.
You're right. Heffel. Ball comes the outside. Coleman down low to Brecht.
There you go.
6 points for Brecht. Pass down to Miller. Lays it in. 4 points for Miller.
Now, Hicksville's going to call timeout to make sure that they don't get too caught up in the run and gun and maybe start playing a little too quickly up and down the floor.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to go faster than you're able to handle the ball
You're right.
safely, I guess.
Well, they got to still be able to move it because the press on there, they're going to have to beat that.
Yep.
It's easy to beat it if you're on the move.
Back to an 18-point lead, 51-33. Again, the Aces are 16 fouls, so the next foul they commit will put Continental at the free throw line. And the Pirates have only committed 3 team fouls so far in this second half, so they've got fouls to give. But
And
as
they will.
They showed us at the end of the first half they can rack them up pretty quick if they put their mind to it.
Yeah, you can't let the team leading on the scoreboard handle the ball without putting pressure on and making them go to the line.
And I think it's kind of indicative of the way this game is going, too, that even though, you know, it's 3 minutes left in the game and it's an 18-point lead, the frontline players are staying on the floor for the Aces, and the younger guys are still sitting on the bench. So,
yes, that is the tragedy of sports. Turnbull is on Coleman. Now Tunis is from 3. Coleman misses. Bergman gets the rebound, and he was fouled. 22.
Army.
Foul number 22, Army.
So Army picks up his second and team foul number 4. For a minute there, I thought he was indicating 32, which would have been the end of the night.
Yeah. Miller gets the ball to Turnbull. Tunis, Army's after him and fouls him. So we've already collected 2.
Right there, now it's 5.
Yep.
And Army is picking up fouls here.
Ooh, into the game. Prowant.
Gavin
Oh,
Prowant.
Prowant.
P-R-O-W-A-N-T. Prowant.
Yep.
And here comes Army to try to get another foul. Not able to catch up in time.
Just about had it there. Meyer from the corner.
Boom.
12 points for Myers on 3s. Huff drives in. Coleman from 15. It's up and good. He's a nice player, too. He got 14.
14, yeah.
Try it again, Mike. Oh. Miller with the rebound, puts it up. It rolls no good.
Whistle underneath the hoop.
Turnbull's on the floor. 33 picks up the foul. Brecht.
That'll be his third.
And it'll be 1-1.
No, that'll be his second, excuse me. And that puts the Aces. No, that should be on. That's only team foul 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll be the last foul on the floor.
Turnbull coming off with a bruise on his backside.
And some of the
Continental changed players.
Yep.
Miller with the ball out front. Over to Meyer. Baird with it. Bergman to Miller. Or to Myers, sorry.
He'll dial up another one for 15 points.
57-35, Aces lead.
And in the game, see Alex Sheritz, number 34. Number 12 is Noah Beecher. Number 14,
Davis.
Wyatt Davis. So some of the JVs are getting kind of raising the white flag on the Continental bench and let some of the JV players.
Number 5 just picked up his 4th.
That foul is on Jackson Bergman.
He thought it was his 5th.
That's number 4 on Jackson. And coming in now is Boston Hoopman, Hunter Betts. Slattery on the floor along with Baird and Myers.
Can't change anymore.
Yep, Aces fans showing their appreciation for a great effort. And he gets it.
Wyatt Davis with the free throw.
We'll get one more.
Second one is good.
Makes it 57-37. Back to a 20-point lead with minute 10 to go in the contest.
Baird with the ball. Top of the key. The corner to Slattery. No good. Baird with the rebound. Out to Meyer. Putman gives to Slattery. Back to Baird. Run the ball. 46 seconds left. Slattery inside. Shot blocked. Putman with the rebound. Aces controlling it.
Betts. Back to Hootman. 25 seconds.
Not much energy being spent out there. Both teams doing the stand around now.
It's all over but the shouting
Yes,
here.
it is.
And that's going to start in about 11 seconds. Hootman's going to hold the ball. And he'll toss it over to Slattery, and that's all she wrote.
57-37 the final. Scoring-wise for Continental, Gavin Huff had 3 field goals for 6 points. Wyatt Davis, 2 free throws for 2. Mitchell Coleman, 3 trays for 9. 2 buckets for 4 more is 13, and 1 free throw is 14. Army, he had 6 points on 2 trays. Andrew Heffel had 2 free throws. Reed Warmont, a basket for 2. Trevor Brecht had 3 buckets for 6 for their total of 37 points.
And then over on the Aces side of the coin. All right. Tunis with a 3-pointer for a total of 3 in the game. Josh Myers, 2 threes in the first half, and he followed up with 3 more in the second half. He finishes in double figures with 15. Jackson Bergman coming up just shy of double figures tonight. He had 4 field goals and a free throw for 9. Jake Miller, a couple of buckets in the second half for 4. Kyler Baird, a couple of free throws for 2 points. And then we come to Mr. Landon Turnbull. Landon had 7 points in the first half. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Anyway, he winds up at 24 with 2 3-pointers, a bunch of deuces, a couple of free throws. And he leads all scorers with 24 tonight. So 1 in double figures. That was Mitchell Coleman for Continental. And both Myers and Turnbull in double figures for the Aces tonight as they come away with a 20-point win.
Yeah, free throws went 5 for 11 for Continental, as you know, it was kind of banging around and rough and tumble, but that's what they're used to in, Putnam County.
They let them play.
Hicksville was 6 for 11, so we were just over 500 on the free throw line. So I outscored him. If you outscore the other team, you should win. At the free throw line, you should win.
Yeah, and again, just really a lot of players in foul trouble near the end, but just not a lot of free throws total in this game, and just 11 on either side of the ball. So not really a key. And I mean, even if Continental had shot 100% from the free throw line, they still would only have an extra 6 points or whatever, so they would still be on the short end.
Exactly.
So not really an effective thing here tonight. But, again, a scrappy team, and I can't help but wonder, like I said, we were talking about Ren Army, who's the freshman. He's only 5'2". He's a dead shot.
Yeah.
And he is quick. But, maybe he is more effective in other games than he was able to be here tonight, because really he got shut down pretty good and was not able to really contribute a lot.
But it was even a person his size that was defending him. It wasn't somebody that was 5'11" or 6 foot.
And I will say this, he probably gave Josh Myers a more difficult time than he's usually had, because Josh is a smaller guy,
Yeah.
and he dribbles down low. So mostly, if he's up against a taller guy, it's hard for them to be able to reach down and snatch at the
Right.
ball when he's carrying.
Exactly.
But Red Army was able to do that, and he went after the ball a couple times. So he gave Josh some issues moving the ball around when he was facing up against Army.
Right. But it didn't mean much out there.
All was said and done, and again, just you see something when things are really working. When you've got Turnbull and you've got Bergman and you put Slattery in there with some height or whatever. When those three tall guys are in sync, along with the outside shooting of Myers and the good ball handling of Tunis.
Yep.
I mean, they're a force to be reckoned with, and if they get that really tuned, they really dial that in, they're going to win some games.
Yeah, and they threw Baird in there, and he was very, very adequate. He got 2 free throws during his time, and he was He well played the ball.
And Straub contributed too. He didn't score any points tonight, and it looked like he might have got a bit of an ankle twist or something. He was gimping a little bit, but he did a good job here tonight too. So again, kind of looking forward to the season as it goes on, because as his team gets better, they're gonna. We've got some good games coming up. I imagine.
Right, exactly. So anyway, looking forward here, December the 9th, we have Hilltop girls. And December the 12th, we have Bryan girls here. And then the 16th, there's a Edgerton freshman game here, and that's about the extent of it.
Yep, and then we've got a long layoff till after Christmas. Everybody's playing on the road. And then we'll worry about what's coming up in January when we get to the holiday tournament and the Route 49 Classic. So we'll look forward to that as well. And with that, we're ready to call it a night here at the Red Zone.
We can call it a night.
Indeed. It was a fun night of basketball and a really good, hard-played game between the Pirates and the Aces. And again, the Aces come out on top by 20.
Even both games were, entertaining.
Yeah,
even though
it was an 18-14
JV
win
game.
in the JV game, and that one went down to the wire. So
57-67 or 37 was the varsity game, and the Aces come away with a double win tonight. And we are going to sign off now with, this is Jim Seiler along with Bill Murphy and Chris Warner on the camera, with saying good night and good sports.